After a long 72-game regular season, the ECHL Kelly Cup playoffs are officially here as the Idaho Steelheads host the Allen Americans for game number 1 of the Mountain Division semifinals here in Boise from the Idaho Central Arena. Hello, hockey fans. Cam McGuire with you here as the Steelheads embarking on achieving their 3rd Kelly Cup. Well, for Idaho in the regular season, a second-place finish in the Mountain Division with an overall record of 47-14-4-5. Their 4th time with 100 or more points in a year, and the club's 14th time in 20 ECHL seasons with 40 or more victories. Now, this was a team which was built on offense, a franchise record 305 goals, as Idaho had 5 skaters with 50 or more points, and for the first time in franchise history in the ECHL era, 5 or more players recording 20 or more goals, and they were led by captain A.J. White, who had a career year 27 goals on the campaign, the 5th-year captain and the 6th-year Steelhead.
Obviously, it's pretty special going back-to-back with 100-point years. We just wanted to do as good as we could this year, and obviously we had a lot of call-ups, a few injuries, but we were all happy for those guys to get opportunities, and a lot of some younger guys to get opportunities with us as well, and really grow and mature. And obviously we had a few little rough patches, but I think that's just all things, a little bit of character building that helps us go down the road here in playoffs.
12 different players that played for Idaho this season spent time in the American Hockey League, and one of those, defenseman Patrick Kudla, who last week was named ECHL Defenseman of the Year. Now, Kudla put up 60 points this season with 10 goals and 50 assists, ranking 3rd amongst league blue liners while leading all Idaho defensemen with 17 multi-point games.
It's a little surprising. You had a lot of good guys playing throughout the league that could have gotten it and deserved it. So anytime you get recognized like that, you got to be grateful and just appreciate it. And for myself, I thought I worked hard and I did a lot of the right things this year, and it's always nice to get rewarded.
For the Allen Americans, a 3rd-place finish in the Mountain Division with an overall record of 33-34-3-1. A team that started the year just 3-10, then got back to a 500 mark early in March, but just won 2 of 11 games from March 8th to March 29th. The Allen Americans needed the final weekend of the regular season to earn their ticket into the ECHL Kelly Cup playoffs for the 8th time in 9 seasons. Now, Allen finished the month of April with a 5-1-1 record, 5 of those 8 games going beyond regulation. Now, 2 teams, the Idaho Steelheads and Allen Americans, that know each other oh so well when it comes to postseason hockey. Going into this evening's matchup, 3 playoff series have taken place between Allen and Idaho, with the Steelheads winning 2 of 3, most recently defeating the Americans in 5 games of the Mountain Division Finals last season to reach the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2013, and eventually the Kelly Cup for the first time in 13 years. Head coach Everett Sheen weighed in earlier this morning about the first-round matchup with the Allen Americans and what the club learned from last year's championship run.
It's going to be a very good test. It should be a good series. Their team's a little bit different from the last time we saw them, added some new faces, and they're dangerous as always offensively. So just like always, we got to look after the D side of the puck and not let them get in behind us and generate some scoring chances like that. So we need to make sure we're dialed and physical and structured, and it should be a good test. Oh, big time. Just to be able to take it day by day, really, as cliche as that sounds. Last year, finding ourselves down 2-0 early and then having to battle back, and I think we learned that we need to be ready to go come game 1, but like I said earlier, just take it day at a time and can't look too far ahead, and just face whatever that day has in store for you.
With 10 players back from last year's team and 15 of the 20 skaters on the playoff roster having played in the ECHL Kelly Cup playoffs before, the Steelheads have their sights set on a deep playoff run. Well, it's game 1 of the Mountain Division semifinals here tonight from downtown Boise. The opening faceoff coming up at 7:10 p.m. You can always listen on Sports Radio 95.3 FM and 1350 AM The Ticket. You can watch on Flow Hockey TV, and you can watch locally here on KTB Channel 7.2. This has been your first game day preview of the playoffs. Enjoy.